All right, we're ready to go.
Is it on now?
We are on final exam, part 3. We're not editing this, we're going live. So any mistakes I make, I can't go back and change.
Probably.
Are we live? Is it actually on?
We are live.
Are you sure?
Part 3. The first of the topics we are going to do is inequalities, greater than or less thans.
Greater than or
And
less
what we're
than.
doing is solving and graphing. So there's two things that we're doing. We're solving
Can I help you?
and we're graphing.
Can I help you?
No. Who's staring
So,
at me?
here's the type of example we're going to do. 3x plus 4 is less than or equal to 19. It looks like a two-step equation. It acts like a two-step equation, except our answer is going to be a little bit different. So what we do is solve it the way we would solve a two-step equation, by undoing it and getting x by itself. Take away 4, take away 4. 3x is less than or equal to 15. Divide both sides by 3. X is less than or equal to 15.
Wait, didn't we already do this?
We did this a few months ago. Yep.
Oh, it's rookie. Oh,
This
okay.
is our review. So x is less than or equal to 15. And so we do need to graph this though. If it was an equal sign, all it would be is a point equal to 15.
Isn't it 5?
I should go back and start this again because my answer is wrong. 15 divided by 3 is 5. I apologize. Thank you very much for my checkers over here. Excellent job, thank you. So as x is less than or equal to 5, I did have it right on my review here. How does that look in a graph? So I always like to put, remember we kind of put a 0 in. It's positive 5, so it goes right there. And it's less than or equal to. So I'm going to put a circle on 5. Is the circle filled in?
Yes.
It is filled in because it is equal to. Or equal to. So it could be 5. And it could be anything less than that. So less than or equal to 5 is circle filled in, everything that way. And that's how we solve in graph. So that's going to be your one main example for this. I am going to do one more because it highlights something specific that we have related to this. So c divided by negative 3, take away 5, is less than or equal to negative 9. It's a two-step inequality. We're doing the same things that we've always done on two steps, just like we did, undoing. But there's a little bit of a highlight to this that is important for inequalities. So we add 5, make sure you're good with your negatives. So we have that. And then what we're going to do is multiply both sides by negative 3. We have division, so we multiply. So we end up with c, negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12. However, this is the important piece that I want you to remember on inequalities. When you multiply or divide by a negative number, change the sign. Here we're multiplying by negative 3. Both sides, change the sign. So that becomes our answer. C is greater than or equal to 12. What's that look like with a graph? Fill in the circle because it's greater than or equal to, and it's everything that way. And those are your two teaching problems that cover what we need to do for these type of inequalities. There's one more type of inequality we're going to do.
What's that?
compound.
Compound.
Compound. So,
I finished my potato salad.
now Bennett was excellent.
It was great.
All right. Compound, we did these for a little while, back in January-ish.
Excuse you.
So, we have two things.
Good and quiet.
We have this problem,
Pay attention.
and we have this problem right here. Because this is joined by multiplication, to get rid of the 2, we divide everything by 2. And that will give us our x by itself. So, -4 divided by 2 is -2. Less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 8. And how will that look for a graph? So we can graph both of these. X is less than 8. Here's one that we could graph. X is less than 8. Open circle and everything that way. X is greater than, because it opens up to the x. We could also rewrite it like this. X is greater than or equal to -2. So that means closed circle this way. And our answer is going to be where they cross over. So, filled in circle, open circle,
That's how you ruin markers.
everything in between. Don't tell anybody, okay?
Well, you
That
do
ain't-
on
don't
live
tell
now.
anybody I did
The
this.
camera's on.
It's on video. You gotta do about
Alright,
that.
don't tell anybody.
What's up, man?
So, this is inequalities. As I was doing this, I remembered I had done, this is one of my first videos that I did dealt with inequalities. So if you go back into my page or anything, you'll see these. But this is the short review. Okay, last thing I'm going to do, we got a couple minutes left, I will do exponents.
Exponents.
And I really could do this with one problem.
You also gotta get some
Exponents and roots. If the problem looks like this, 5x squared equals 60. We're back to equal signs again. We want x by itself. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X squared equals 12. 60 divided by 5 is 12. So, x squared equals 12. Folks, what we do is root both sides. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 12, and you'll do this on your calculator, is about 3.6. And you can round to 1 decimal. That's okay. X is equal to 3.6. And that's going to be our answer for that. Okay? So that's how we use the root with exponents. And I do have some other videos that go more in depth. This covers the idea of squares and then square roots. So this will cover the information on part 3, along with factoring and multiplication with polynomials, which we just did recently. So those videos are available too. All right?
Alright.